Hey guys, good morning, what's going on? I hope y'all wake up from the bed, wake up out of the bed, come on. It's early morning in Spain, it's about, well, it's 7, it's not that early, but let me tell you, I woke up by 4:45 here in Spain, so I hope y'all are still up and running. Okay, before you go to bed, if you're watching me from the United States, it's probably something different because you're about to go to bed, right? And I totally understand. And actually, you should be on the bed right now. You should be sleeping to take a super relaxed dream, a super relaxed sleep, right? Before you wake up. Let me double check. Let me double check first. I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm on right now. Cool. Perfect. Yeah. All right, so we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and of course, it's gonna be super entertaining considering we have different news coming up. Okay. This is probably something I will record for the next. For the next couple hours. Okay, so y'all will have the whole material, the whole content in Real Madrid Hub in about 2 hours or something. Okay, so let me find here. Yeah, the first thing I want to talk about is the next game against Mallorca. As you know, Karim Benzema will be out. Okay, because he's injured, he will be out. So Carlo Ancelotti has a lot of different options to replace Karim Benzema. That is something I talked about in one of the videos that is already uploaded and you can enjoy it. So let me find. Okay, yeah. So for the rest of the starting 11, okay, there are different options as well. So the thing is, the next starting 11 next Sunday against Mallorca is gonna be a total revolution. Okay, we are gonna see a bunch of new faces in the starting 11, starting by the attack where Karim Benzema won't be featured, right? Because he's injured, like I said. So the thing is, who is going to replace Carlo Ancelotti with Karim Benzema? I don't know, but there are 4 options, and I don't know, man. I would pick to Eden Hazard to replace Karim Benzema based on the performance he got the other day against Celtic de Glasgow, but it's still not decided. Okay, I think that Carlo Ancelotti wants to watch Rodrigo Goes in that position as well. Maybe he is trying the Brazilian player in that position during these practices, right? Yesterday they were off. I mean, there was no practice, but today they are coming back to the practice. So let's see if Carlo Ancelotti tries him in the false 9 position, right? So, but there are other stuff we have to talk about. For example, we might see as well to Lucas Vázquez and Rudiger in the starting 11. I mean, Carvajal might rest this game and Rudiger might replace to Militao, and that is something that's going to happen because I don't think Carlo Ancelotti will take the risk to push Militao and feature him in the lineup of Real Madrid. So Lucas Vázquez and Rudiger might be there. Of course, Tchouaméni might be there, but there is another possibility for Ceballos to play and replace the Tchouaméni because he's been playing in 3 consecutive games and he might get some rest the next game against Mallorca, and Ceballos could be in the lineup of Real Madrid. And of course, like I said, Hazard might be as well the third new face in the starting 11, third, fourth new face in the starting 11. So let's see what happens. But to me, that is what the starting 11 of Real Madrid is going to look like for the next Sunday, against Mallorca. But let's see. Let's see, because it's not quite sure. Okay, so okay, so that is as far as the next game against Mallorca. But there's more stuff here. Look, for example, I also wanted to talk to y'all. I mean, I also wanted to share my thoughts on this article that came out from Defensa Central, picturing the next Real Madrid of 2025 without Kylian Mbappe. If we are able to sign all the players that are in somehow linked or attached to Real Madrid, with, for example, Endrick, Bellingham, Erling Haaland, all these players without Kylian Mbappe will look like great, and that's why it's really exciting. Imagine this kind of Real Madrid. For example, they are telling us Endrick might be the super next big signing for Real Madrid. Bellingham is not create any conflict with a potential signing of Kylian Mbappe. So to me, it doesn't count that way. But Haaland does. Haaland will be a major conflict for Kylian Mbappe to come to Real Madrid, because at the same time, if we are able to keep in the same level the Vinicius Jr. or Rodrigo Goes, then Mbappe will not have any chance to sign Real Madrid if we are able to bring over Erling Haaland to Real Madrid. Let's see. This is not quite sure, but of course there are a lot of chances. The odds right now are in the roof for Haaland to come and play in Real Madrid. And if so, let me tell you something, Kylian Mbappe will not play in Real Madrid for sure. So Endrick, Haaland, Vinicius Jr. at his top, at his prime, Rodrigo Goes playing at his prime as well. With all these players in the attack, who is going to imagine Kylian Mbappe will play for Real Madrid? To me, that is impossible. It's pretty much impossible, right? So at the same time, we have an amazing Real Madrid 2025 or even 2024 with Endrick, Haaland, Jude Bellingham, and other players, Vinicius, like up and running. The pedal to the metal, right? Rodrigo Goes the same thing. So there's no way for me to imagine a Real Madrid with Kylian Mbappe in 2025. But aside of Kylian Mbappe, we still have a lot of good players coming in and playing for Real Madrid. That is what the Real Madrid of 2025 looks like. So let me tell you all, if you like it, if you are excited about it, and drop your comments in the section below, of course. So let me review if y'all are dropping comments, because I wanna be very close to you. No, for now, there's nothing. Okay. So apparently there's nobody here. I'm alone. I'm just alone. Okay, so let's keep talking about Real Madrid and all the things we have to analyze today. Yeah, so the next thing I want to talk about is this. Look. So Karim Benzema, after learning what his injury was all about, he dropped a comment in his social accounts saying, "I'm not going to complain, my comeback will be strong. Thank you all for your messages," right? That was the tweet, that was the message from Karim Benzema to all the supporters and fans that were really worried about him and his situation and his injury and all this stuff. And then one of the supporters, fans or friends dropped another thing and responding to that message from Karim Benzema, and that person was Kylian Mbappe, as you can see here. I mean, they were supposed to be mad at each other, right? Because when Kylian Mbappe said no to Real Madrid, some people out there were speculating with the possibility the relationship was no longer the kind of good relationship used to be, right? So my opinion is goes the other way. Honestly, I don't think the decision of Kylian Mbappe really affected to their personal relationship, but it is quite suspicious to see the reaction of Kylian Mbappe to this message of Karim Benzema. And after all this beef, after all this drama we've been witnessing in PSG, I wouldn't rule out the possibility for him to try to get close to Real Madrid and Real Madrid players in order for him to become more, I don't know, more loved by Real Madrid fans. I don't know. I mean, that was the response of Kylian Mbappe, and I mean, aside of all the speculations, I'd say that is a very suspicious message. But let's see what happens. I mean, maybe it's just, I mean, he's being really honest and he really loves Karim Benzema, and they're still good friends and all this stuff. But you never know, man. With Kylian Mbappe, you never know. It was a little bit weird, man. It's a little bit weird to me. Not quite sure about him. Oh, there's another thing very interesting. So the injury of Karim Benzema has opened the doors to some players that were not supposed to be startings, right, in the Real Madrid of this season. But of course, after the injury, there are a bunch of players who might have the opportunities they were not supposed to have this season. And one of those players is, of course, Eden Hazard, but also there's another young guy, a rising star that Real Madrid might utilize to replace not Karim Benzema, but to be on the bench every single game of La Liga. And that guy is Iker Bravo. As you know, Iker Bravo has already gotten the call from Carlo Ancelotti for saying, hey, you want to come up to the first team and try to play or try something. Because remember, Iker Bravo came into Real Madrid because Carlo Ancelotti said he wanted to. So Iker Bravo has more chances than anybody else in Real Madrid. I'm not going to say to play, but I'm going to say to be in the first team of Real Madrid, because he was supposed to be signed for the second team for Real Madrid Castilla. So nobody really knows what is going to happen to him. But after the injury of Karim Benzema, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Iker Bravo in the bench of Real Madrid. I mean, hopefully it happens, because the guy is, according to Jose Felix Diaz, Real Madrid is trying to find and create and build up his own Erling Haaland, and Iker Bravo might be one of those, forwards Real Madrid has already signed for building up his own Erling Haaland. Because as you know, Real Madrid has found other amazing stars, like signing them when they're super young and helping them to grow in terms of soccer skills and all the stuff, and they want the same to happen in the forward position, because we have found these kind of players in other positions, right? Defense, midfield, wings, stuff like that, but not in the forward position, not in the attack. Real Madrid, I'd say, has a lack of young players that can become great attackers or great forwards like Erling Haaland or other players. So Iker Bravo might become one of those, but he still has to have minutes, right, in Real Madrid. And apparently Carlo Ancelotti might count on him for the next game to be on the bench. I'm not going to say he will be in the starting 11, but he might be on the bench. So let's see what happens. It's a quite interesting point of view, considering the player is super young guy, but it was Carlo Ancelotti the person who really pushed more for him, right? Who really pushed hard for him to come and play. So I don't know, let's see. Of course, let's see what happens. Let me double check another thing. Because it's really weird, there's no spectators right now. Oh yeah, there are three users right now, 3 spectators. Okay, if y'all wanna drop any comment or something, I'll be here, man. I'll be here. Yeah. I might change the title maybe, I don't know. It's really slow though, the streaming today. Yeah. Hey, how are y'all doing? Yeah, it's a little bit late, that's right. There might be some of y'all going to bed, right? And that is the thing. That is the thing, right? Anyway, so yeah. Anyways, if y'all want to watch all the content, of course, that content will be in Real Madrid Hub in a few minutes. Actually, I've just uploaded all the content in the channel, so y'all probably can watch more stuff watching the videos, or come here and give me some, some love. So today the players are coming back to practice, okay? So that is something we have to keep in mind. It's very important. Yeah, well, so yeah, and as far as FC Barcelona, let me tell you something, man. FC Barcelona is not. It's not kidding, man. It's not a joke. FC Barcelona won 5-1 Victor Pilsen in the first game of the Champions, and that is, of course, something really important for them because they will regain the confidence lost in the last year. So to me, it's gotta be quite competition, cutting through competition this year in the Spanish La Liga and of course in the Champions. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that for sure. There's no reason for me to think they will not do a great season, right? That is number one. Number two, I think that they're ready to go. Yeah, they're ready to go. Yeah. No, I mean, this year is a completely different story to last year, right? Last year it was like more, I don't know, it was more like they were trying to do something almost impossible, which was to be important without big players. They realized it was going to be impossible back in January. That's why they signed a bunch of players like Aubameyang, Adama Traoré, Ferran Torres, and all this stuff. And then this season, they went all in signings because they knew there was nothing for them to do without signings, and big signings. I'm talking about, Rafinha, Lewandowski, the other guys, Kessie, Christensen. It's pretty understandable because now I think that they are getting rid of that style, that weird mentality, philosophy that they have about Cruyffism and all this stuff, and they are coming together and they are trying to emulate, they are trying to do what other teams around the world are trying to do, which is basically create a very good group, a very solid group, but of course without saying no to the importance of the signings. I mean, if you have good players, amazing players out there, you gotta try to sign them, right, for your team if you don't have any other. I think that FC Barcelona has been believing in the fact that it's just enough with create and build up your own players, right, from the youngsters, second teams, and all the stuff. But I think that they were aware last year it wasn't going to be sufficient to compete in the Champions or even in La Liga. As you saw, it was a mess for La Liga, and the Spanish La Liga was a mess for them. So, and Real Madrid was way ahead of FC Barcelona during the whole season. So I don't know what their mentality is right now, but I think that they are coming along to the normal world, right? That is my opinion. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think that I'm not very, very far away from the truth. And let's see. This year is going to be quite interesting to see all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that, man. Pretty sure of that. I mean, we probably have to wait a little bit and see if they are, I mean, if they're real in terms of have or acquire the enough abilities to compete against Real Madrid. We'll probably have to wait until the first El Clasico to see who is the strongest this year. But let me tell you something, Real Madrid is a very solid team, is a very solid squad, which doesn't need anything special, right? With the players that we have already, I think that we're good to go to compete in every single trophy, championship, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see what happens with FC Barcelona, because for now, the big wins that they have had have been against Sevilla, which is, you know, in a big crisis, is going through a big major blasting crisis and blasting Lopetegui and all the stuff, and Victoria Pilsen, which is not, you know, the strongest team in the world. So let's see. Yeah, there's another thing that I like from Giuseppe Pererol. He is supposed to be a FC Barcelona fan, but every time he speaks about Real Madrid, he does it with, in a very objective way, and he speaks the truth. I mean, if he has to say something or praising Real Madrid or give us a compliments or something like that, he does. He does. So that's why I like El Chiringuito and I like Giuseppe Pererol, because he's really, objective, that'd be the word. Anyways, I will be back with more content in a few hours, okay? For now, you already have a 8 videos uploaded already, so just go there and enjoy them, okay? Just go there and enjoy them. In a bunch of hours, I will be delivering more stuff to you all. So let's see what happens. Guys, again, as usual, it was a pleasure to be with you all. Hopefully we can meet each other again in another streaming like this. And of course, see you all. Have a good sleep. Have a good day if you are watching me from any other side of the world. And see you in the next streaming.